Welcome and thank you for joining us as we celebrate God's faithfulness to First Baptist Church in Portland, Maine. For 2 centuries and a quarter, from 1801 to 2026, this congregation has gathered for worship, for witness, and for service. Over the next few minutes, we'll trace that story together from a handful of believers meeting in a Portland home to the enduring community of faith we know today, and we'll see how in every season God has never failed us. At a glance, ours is one of Maine's oldest Baptist congregations. It began with just 14 believers gathered in a Portland home, and it has worshiped without interruption for more than 225 years. Along the way came seasons of revival and of decline, a devastating fire, the razing of a landmark stone church in 1869, and our life today in North Deering. 4 numbers framed the whole journey: the year 1801, the 14 founding members, thousands of people impacted through this congregation, and 225 years of continuous ministry. Our roots reach back to 1772 when Baptist preaching first came to Falmouth, now Portland, through the Reverend Hezekiah Smith. By 1796, believers were meeting in the home of Benjamin Titcomb, a prominent Portland printer. Then, on July 24, 1801, 14 of them withdrew from the local congregational churches to organize a Baptist body of their own. Titcomb himself was called that September as the first pastor, serving until 1804, and the young church joined the wider fellowship of the Bowdenham Association. The early 19th century brought revival. Swept up in the awakenings of the era, the church grew rapidly as new believers were baptized and welcomed in. The numbers tell the story. 42 baptisms reported by 1816, 92 new members added by 1818, and 75 baptisms recorded in 1840 alone. First Baptist was fast becoming a fixture of Portland's spiritual life. But there was loss as well. On July 4, 1866, under the Reverend W. H. Shaler, the Great Fire of Portland swept through the city and destroyed the church's meeting house. You can see the devastation here in the ruins along Federal and Pearl Streets, where the church building once stood. It was a blow that might have ended a lesser congregation. Instead, the people rebuilt, and they rebuilt in stone. From 1867 to 1869, they raised a striking Romanesque revival church at 353 Congress Street, designed by the architect Levi Newcomb. Around 1940, the words "Jesus never fails" were placed over the door and became a motto and gave the church building its enduring nickname across the region. The sanctuary became a hub of ministry and conferences, refined further by John Calvin Stevens in 1907. The Congress Street landmark was honored in 1978 with a listing on the National Register of Historic Places. But in 1987, with severe structural problems, the historic church was demolished. The congregation relocated to Canco Road in North Deering in 1987. And in 2015, the former building's historic listing was formally removed. It was a season of both recognition and loss. Now worshiping Sundays at 10 a.m. on Canco Road, First Baptist Church continues to connect with our community as we celebrate our 225th anniversary. We continue to live out the faith that was handed down to us. That faith has always been shared. Under the Reverend Thomas Ripley, a Sunday school began in 1816, cooperating in its very first year with the Second Parish Church. That same spirit of partnership continues today in a summer Bible camp held with 4 other churches from 2024 to 2026, a Christmas program with 5 other churches from 2023 to 2025, and Camp 207, a multi-church partnership that grew out of our own FBC church camp. First Baptist has also helped bring new congregations to life across Greater Portland. The Free Street Baptist Church in 1836, Central Square Baptist Church around 1904, Glenwood Square Baptist Church around 1925, and Faith Baptist Church in 1965. Here at Canco Road, we have opened our doors as a temporary home to other worshiping communities. the Bethel Christian Center, the Chinese Gospel Church of Greater Portland, the Sarang Church of Maine, and the First Russian Baptist Church have all met here. From the first home meetings in 1796 to the church's organizing in 1801, from the Great Fire of 1866 to the landmark Stone Church of 1869, from the move to Kanka Road to this 225th anniversary in 2026, the through line has always been faithfulness. 2¼ centuries on, we give thanks for God's unfailing faithfulness, and we look forward in hope because Jesus never fails.